I'm now here for my Lewis Crocker versus Paddy Donavan 2 full card predictions and breakdowns. Let's get right into them then, starting with Pat Brown versus Austin Namdi. I think that this is an interesting one for Pat Brown. Namdi has 12 wins, 10 KOs, 5 losses, and losing one of them by knockout. This could be one where Pat Brown could get a few rounds in here. I'm going to say that Pat Brown wins in round 4. Yeah, I'm going to say round 4, stoppage win for Pat Brown. I think we'll get Namdi out of there. Namdi, again, he has power. So it is something for Pat Brown to be wary of when he is coming in. But he's not going to lose. It's just one of those fights which is just obvious. Yeah, he's got things that, he might need to watch out for here and there, which is the power of Namdi. He's not going to catch him. Pat Brown's going to be way too good for him. It's just going to be a different level, really. It's one where Namdi's just going to cover up quite a bit. You never know. Might try and fire back the odd bit in the pocket with the odd few uppercuts here and there up close. But Pat Brown's going to probably absolutely bully this guy. Let's be completely honest. I'm going to say round 4. Brown's going to want to box a bit as well, try and get a few rounds in. But he's going to be able to bully Namdi up against the ropes and eventually be able to get the stoppage win. We'll probably drop him as well. I reckon 3rd round, finish him in the 4th. That's my prediction. Okay, then we go to Molly McCann versus Kate Randomska. It'll be such a Molly McCann thing to do, just to come into a boxing debut and get her head boxed off. It would be such a Molly McCann thing to do. Molly McCann's going to come in and look to try and bully her. Molly McCann's a brawler. I feel like she's going to want the fight up against the ropes quite a lot. I can't believe she's coming into boxing, to be honest. But to be fair, she is probably more suited to it than MMA. You know, she's more of a striker. I can't really see her going too far in boxing, though. I mean, she'll have a few entertaining fights here and there, good entertaining character, of course, and she'll have some good fights. She'll always come and bring the fire. I think Molly McCann will win. I'm going to say we go the distance. I reckon Molly McCann's going to win on points. What's it, 6 rounds? I think Molly McCann's going to win on points. I feel like it could be close. Radomska will probably win a few rounds, to be honest. I reckon Molly McCann will probably win a close decision. I can't see a world where Molly McCann's going to be winning dominant fashion. It's probably going to be entertaining. She's going to get caught coming in with a few good counters, but she'll probably be able to land the biggest shots, be able to bully Radomska a bit. It wouldn't surprise me if she wins via robbery, to be honest. It would not surprise me if Molly McCann gets a robbery win. She could get outboxed and just get gifted the decision. That's something that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. I feel like Eddie Hearn's really behind her right now. But let's wait and see. I'm picking Molly McCann on points. She could just bully her and edge it on points. She won't dominate. She'll bully her in pass. That's what I'm saying. She won't dominate the fight. She's going to get caught with some big shots. She hasn't really got the head movement. But yeah, she has got power, to be honest. But yeah, I reckon she'll win. Anyway, next up then. Am I the only one, which this makes no sense? Tyrone McKenna versus Dylan Moran 2. Am I wrong in the head or something? Am I missing something? Am I wrong in the head? Have I missed something? Why is this rematch? Why are they fighting again? It's laughable. Tyrone McKenna beat Moran in the 2nd round last time. Then he went on, lost to Harlem Eubank. And it's just get right back into things. Give me the guy who I smashed in 2 rounds. Honestly, I really need to know if I'm missing something or if I'm just a bit wrong in the head here. But thinking, am I stupid? Why is it happening again? You just don't see it. It wasn't even remotely close last time. Moran just charged at him and McKenna was just able to catch him while on the ropes. Tyrone McKenna's... No. You know what? I think Dylan Moran's going to win. No. Of course Tyrone McKenna's going to win. I'm going to say, yeah, rounds 2 or 3. Last time was so easy for him. What are we doing here? Anyway, okay, next up we get to a good fight. Ishmael Davis versus Arako. Agarko, sorry, that's how you say his name. I can't say name. Agarko versus Ishmael Davis. I'm thinking that Ishmael Davis is going to win the fight. I think Agarko is good behind the jab. I think, he can move well, but if I'm being real, I don't think he's got the power to be able to defeat Ishmael Davis. Ishmael Davis is, someone who can box well in there, and he's good behind the jab, but also just likes to, fight fire with fire. I feel like Ishmael Davis will win. I feel like I've got to pick him. I reckon it's going to go the distance here. Again, Agarko's going to be able to pick up some rounds here. But I think Ishmael Davis is going to be able to outwork him overall, to be honest. I think Ishmael Davis hits hard. I think Ishmael Davis, you can always hear his punches. No matter who he's against, you can always hear his punches. You heard him when he was hitting Borishark. Even though, that went how it went. You can still hear the impact in his shots. You can hear them against Josh Kelly. You can always hear the impact in his shots. I mean, yeah, Garko's good. Again, as I said, I think he moves well. But does he move enough to be able to keep away from Ishmael Davis? Does he move as well as like a Josh Kelly? Because I feel like styles make fights in that way, and Josh Kelly moves quite a bit better than a Garko overall. But I think Ishmael Davis is brutal to the body, and I really think Ishmael Davis can really put it on Agarko, make him shut down a bit here, to be honest. It's interesting. Agarko's good behind the jab. Ishmael Davis can be countered upstairs. But no, I'm going to say Ishmael Davis. I'm confident that he can be able to do this, to be honest. I'm going to say on points. It could be competitive here and there, but overall, I feel like Ishmael Davis should be convincing. It'll be competitive, but Ishmael Davis is a convincing winner. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, then we get to our main event: Lewis Crocker versus Paddy Donavan, the rematch. Yeah, look, I was annoyed last time because I wanted Donavan to win, saying, "Oh, Crocker was just milking it." But let's be real. But to be honest with you, we shouldn't have been celebrating like he actually won. That was something that I did think. But to be honest, though, Donavan did fight dirty. He did. But Crocker did as well. They both fought dirty. I feel like they're both as bad as each other, dirtiness-wise. Definitely. They're both as bad as each other. Crocker should have had point deduction. He was leaning over that front foot a lot with his head. But let's be real. Paddy Donavan outclassed him for about 8 rounds. Let's be real. It was just the same old thing, really. Donavan was just so comfortable with him. He was comfortable with him like at mid-range. It was just easy for him. Just, jabbing him to the right, always moving to the right. Crocker could not deal with that Paddy Donavan southpaw advantage whatsoever. Donavan is in my opinion, Donovan's world class. Crocker's good, but he's not world class. Donovan's world class. I don't see any way or any scenario where Lewis Crocker can win this fight against Paddy Donavan. I don't think he looks better. I don't think he'll look better either. I think Donavan should stop him this time. I'm going to go in 5. I'm going to say inside 5, Paddy Donavan gets a stoppage win over Crocker. I feel like Donovan's going to look to absolutely destroy him, to be honest. That left hand, Donavan couldn't miss. Crocker didn't show any head movement whatsoever, just coming forward with that high guard, shutting up a lot. Donavan hitting with those uppercuts. Donavan dominated with that jab at mid-range. Yeah, he was just so good at dictating the pace with his lead hand. The lead hand at mid-range from Paddy Donavan was class, to be honest. Just completely dictated the fight with that. And Crocker had no clue how to figure out. Throughout the fight, throughout the 8 rounds, him in his corner had no clue how to figure it out. Absolutely no clue. Paddy Donovan's going to win this fight, and it's going to be brutal this time. It's going to be brutal. Paddy Donovan's only he's gonna come back and just look better. It's so obvious he will. He's going to come back and look better. He's going to put an absolute beating on Lewis Crocker this time round, in my opinion. The last time was so one-sided. It's going to be like that again. Crocker was celebrating last time when Donavan got disqualified, and rightfully so, because it was after the bell. Donavan hit him after the bell. He was dirty in the fight. He hit him after the bell. It was right to be a disqualification. And I said he was I was saying, oh yeah, he's milking it last night because I was annoyed. But again, he was celebrating after it. I think Donovan's going to make a statement, and I think Donovan's going to absolutely smash him. I think Crocker just knows that he can't beat him. But this time it's a bigger fight than last time. So, and the money's going to be there. I mean, of course they're going to think that they have a plan, but Crocker is not winning this fight. He's not winning this fight. Anyway, they are all my predictions. I'm going Donavan inside 5. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Speak to you on the next one.